Okay. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Fromm's universal and socially eminent ethics, and how I think they apply to the recent changes in MBS. And I mean block scheduling and the change to semesters. So first off, universal ethic by universal. This is a quote. First off, this is a quote. By universal ethics, I mean norms of conduct, the aim of which is the growth and unfolding of man. So that's more geared to, in general, the bettering of man. And then by socially eminent ethics, I mean such norms as are necessary for the functioning and survival of a specific kind of society and of the people living in it. So by socially eminent, it's adhering to the ethics of that society. And those societies are molded around a character structure. So here I'm going to go through this next section that I think is important to this discussion. The group must tend to mold the character structure of its members in such a way that they want to do what they have to do under the existing circumstances. Thus, for instance, courage and initiative become imperative virtues for a warrior society. Patience and helpfulness become virtues for a society in which agricultural cooperation is dominant. So basically, the virtues adhere to what the society wants. Like I said, with the warrior society and then the agricultural society. So what this society, the American society, I think one of the virtues is knowledge. And this is, I think, shown through how many universities and higher learning programs that we have in the country. And also from the typical, you have to get into college, to have a good job, etc., etc. So by applying this mold to the MBS changes, so if the universities represent the virtue of learning, which is within our society, us becoming more like the universities is more socially eminent. And what I mean is, since semesters are more common in colleges/universities, and because block scheduling is more common in colleges and in universities, we are adhering to that society. And another thing that I think applies to this is thus norms which are necessarily only in the interest of survival and of a special kind of society. So the interest of survival applies to the society. So if having knowledge is in the interest of society, then moving towards semesters and block scheduling more adheres to the socially eminent ethics rather than universal. But also, I think it can be argued in the opposite direction, because knowledge betters man, I think. I mean, that's also something that's up for discussion too, whether knowledge betters man or, hinders him. But if knowledge betters man, then that applies to universal ethics as well. So if anybody's going to comment on this video, I'd like to hear their opinions about this, whether it's socially eminent ethics or universal ethics. So yeah, Bayern Munich.